so you can snitch on people. Like, if you wanted to report me, you can report. If you in the chat with somebody using racial slurs or something, you can report that person. You can report that person, and they can go back and listen to the chat, and then boot them or whatever. Get your Eagles, man. Go and get your Eagles. I mean, you're probably beating since I ain't played you in a while. Patrick Mahomes. Or you could get the Saints, because that's the only team you ever beat me with was the Saints. So, because we already know the deal is, man. You know I'm good with the Seahawks, bro. Come on now. Mm-hmm. Zoe, what's that? Bracelets?
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when the Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Better kick it before you get a penalty. Kick it, kick it, kick it.
Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started. Boom. And off we go from Seattle. Keep playing
hard. Where you going? Oh, you got that 4-3 defense. Okay. How many you rushing though? You rushing 4, you rushing 5?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So you stop this one.
11 now. Wilson, they'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one.
Get from under there. You won't need any help.
At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Get from under there, Zoe.
Last play, and that means
you going to go 3 and out?
Here on third down.
Nope.
To his right. And he's got Lockett. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He said get in the weight room.
Now it's Carson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Come on, bro. You got to pick that block up, man.
Good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
You weren't expecting that, would you?
On first down, it's Carson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson.
Oh!
But it's
Oh!
I know you felt like saying touchdown there.
Oh!
That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could
And, boy, if you would have picked it up, I would turn the game off.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. They got to love that. 9-play drive results in 6 points.
That means they're doing the dictating. That means that they've described how the game's going to go. They're playing at their tempo, at their pace. If you're on the other side of the ball, if you're playing defense, defense is not methodical. They've got to go in there and shake things up and create a little
See what your offense about.
Touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Smash the thing out, man.
Worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott,
let's see if I can remember how to do
now
this.
with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have
Oh my gosh.
Past the 40, the 40, the 30, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
Oh my gosh, Joey.
Ezekiel Elliott.
And guess what?
75 yards.
And it's recorded on YouTube.
Guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive.
Yeah.
Just one play,
Yeah, everybody's seen
75
that.
yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line,
Wow.
75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Forbath, the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
All I had to do was break one more tackle.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Oh, I like that blitz.
They really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that
I like that blitz you just sent.
No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Ouch.
On third down, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
What?
And
What?
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Stop.
Well,
No.
He's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Oh, I wish I would hit you in the back.
7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
I need that to hit you in the back.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
You dodged one tackle. That was good. You dodged that one.
We're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it?
You lucky Bobby and make you pop that
Now
thing.
if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Prescott. Looking for Cooper.
Oh, my gosh. He was right there.
Enough for the first down.
Oh, my gosh. I was right there.
7 on third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Elliott.
Yeah, he let go of that block. He should.
The other 3 here on third down.
Bobby shouldn't be able to get up like that. Bobby should not have been able to get up for that like that.
Seahawks on third down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Elliott. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. And that'll widen incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they
Oh,
for
boy.
there offensively. Several on the sideline.
Oh, my gosh.
Penalty. Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play.
I know. I definitely know.
There's contact coming from both sides. No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th.
Because I tried to hit you as soon as you caught it and missed. I know. That's why I said I tried to hit you and I missed.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
I just knew I was going to dodge that tackle.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing.
Oh, can I get face masking?
Doesn't see the field again, so it's not
oh,
picking up
bro.
a couple of first downs.
Oh,
you want
bro.
to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up
yard.
3rd down and 2.
Come
Keep in
on.
mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
A
I can
yard.
just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains.
Yo, the one thing I don't like about that Madden 21 is I went to go slide with Russell Wilson. This fool dove and made me fumble.
Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. This complete to Lockett. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
I know you know. I'm glad you know.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job. Writing down your ad.
If you print it, DK Metcalf, 59 yards.
Whoa.
The Seahawks have taken the lead.
Whoa. So you
Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
The extra point now coming from Myers.
stop, Zoe. Bruh.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Oh, so you just go right through the kicker legs and you can't get roughing the kicker.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Okay, Joey, I see you, man.
Be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
I used to be up 35-0 by now.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Prescott looks to throw on first. And
Let's
the
go.
tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. They'll find Metcalf.
Bro.
26 yards.
Oh, my goodness.
Sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Bruh, that should have been a sack. Come on.
On first down, Brosize. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A second down carry for Brosize. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. It's caught. Block it. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
I don't even know how he got the ball off, bro.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And
you better get back on that running game, bro.
Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Oh, how?
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Good defense.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. To throw is Wilson. Throwing again. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
I tried to.
Left here in the half. On is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Why you got to call timeout, man?
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Joe, what happened, man? You kind of quiet, bro.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Back to that running game now.
For the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though.
Back on that running game.
Adjustments were made in that locker room.
Nope.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams.
Hey, ain't that the dude with the fake on?
They'll run on first down. Carson, and not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Brandon, we talk all the time about
dang, bro, you really blitzing on me, man.
More than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety,
you really blitzing on me down there.
True hybrid, part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Carson, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15
pick that blitz up, man.
Yard line. Call it a gain of 4.
I was saying he's supposed to pick that. He's supposed to pick up that block.
They're trying to show that they can run the
He
ball.
missed that block all day.
Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24.
Hey, look, they're going to make Madden 22. Ain't going to have no fans in the stand.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few
Cam's supposed to play this week.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told.
Man, he pulling the same crap he pulled when he was here with the Panthers, man. Getting paid to sit on the sideline.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to dig down
deep. Okay.
I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has.
Who follows it in?
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator.
Question is, what was he doing when he got it? He was probably out and about somewhere. Around people. Around somebody that had it.
And just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
Dang, man, I don't give me your props. I gave you your props too soon, man. I thought you were going to be some competition.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete.
Got to hit that weight room, man.
Strong, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Yeah. All right.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other.
Don't we have some soup in the pantry?
Of course, for pass plays, but the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move,
just trying to get some good field position.
An extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And the Cowboys
are
able to recover. The risk reward the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field
trying to get you at least 3 points, man.
That's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Again, it's Elliott. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside.
That slow-ass turn. That slow-ass spin he just did. Look at this slow spin.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
10th carry now for Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the.
Was he down?
Not a whole lot of room.
I don't even know if he was down for real.
If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one. And it's down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now it's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
What? How? That's some bull.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout. So
why are you laughing, Zoe?
For the fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair.
Zoe, why are you laughing?
On first down, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
No!
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 43 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On the delay, here's Carson. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good job, Joey.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Oh, you know what I was about to do. That's what that was all about.
Yards, setting up a tough
Bullshit.
3rd down.
Are you watching my YouTube?
Twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.
What?
And this play is blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be a 34-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And that
How the heck I get back up 12 yards?
Already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team.
I thought that was a pick.
Each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL.
Bro, I thought that was a pick.
You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's so booty.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw again is Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Wilson will throw again. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack, taken down at the 2. Malik Collins able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd and
this
goal
going right up the middle.
to add a few more points here onto their total.
What? What? What?
They did at the 1-yard line.
How?
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
What? No.
He loses 4. And it
What was I doing?
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he remains perfect. 3 for 3.
I got the onside kick, and all I got was 3 points. That's so booty.
Up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting that 3 points going up on the board.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Because I want to run the score.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and long for Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Wilson wants to throw it. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big
job, bro.
if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They go play action with Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.
Joey.
Where were they clicking on offense?
Want to run it back?
Feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
What you had the other day?
I think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do
that
anything
food line?
whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to
I gotta run
work.
to the store real quick.
Being in the zone.
Yeah.
So that'll do it for us, for my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew.
I hit you back.
And gone. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.